universe, man. Back again with another Rival Fan podcast. Listen, straight up, I'm absolutely buzzing. It's been a fantastic weekend for myself and the lads. Finally got to meet the guys from, obviously, my United podcast. Jerry, Ty, who else was there? Oh, I fucking forgot someone already. But I met everybody else, obviously. Oh, Ali, there we go. He doesn't come on the shows, that's why. Obviously, met Ali as well. So shout out to all the gang. It's been a great weekend. Hopefully, we get an opportunity to meet the rest of the boys. But listen, there's a lot to cover. Get your popcorn ready. I can tell you now it's going to be a great show. Make sure, as always, you slap a like on the video. And if you are new, subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to another milestone, so I would appreciate all the support. As always, everyone's socials are down below. Kojo and Daniel will be joining us very shortly. But without further ado, let me introduce to you our panel for today. We've got the homie, first and foremost, Cahil in the building. Cahil, you finally won. Let's go, Cahil. Come on. Let's go.
There we go. I'm taking it. I bow down to Arteta, the one and only, man. The greatest manager of all time.
Absolutely. I think he's taught Pep how to put comms down, and you've got to respect that. But Cahil, how you doing, brother? How you doing?
All good, man. Surprised I'm the only one here from Free Midfield, man. Coach is usually here, but hey, I'm happy. Daniel's here. That's why.
Yes. But yeah, no, obviously, to be fair, Coach hasn't messaged me, so I'm assuming he's sorting something out. But that aside, listen, Lawless is finally back. It's been a while. And listen, you know, we might be bad luck because you agreed to come on the show on Friday. And it's one of the worst games you had in a while, to be honest, to come back to. But nevertheless, you've been absolutely flying. Lawless, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, all good, man. Like I said, you know, weren't no game to write home about, but listen, we'll talk about the positives there. 7 games unbeaten in the Premier League. Haven't lost a game since the start of May, so Invincibles is on. I'm telling you, it's on the cards.
Of course. And listen, unlike some teams, you're traveling to Europe this week. You're traveling to Europe.
I'm personally traveling there.
Listen, Lawless, if you haven't already, make sure you check out his personal channel as well. Of course, I'm assuming there's going to be a match vlog for that travel as well. So that's going to be absolutely lit. Obviously, West Ham Fan TV, I would imagine. But again, I'm putting words into his mouth here. But listen, the man is here. He's turned up like Lukaku. The man himself, Daniel, is in the building. Daniel, how you doing, brother?
You already know my Lukaku top is on its way, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, man, look, it's been a great week. It's been a good week, man. All bless. Hope everyone else is good.
100, man, 100. It's definitely been a good week, I think, for most of us, to be honest, man. But last but not least, the homie, Jordan's finest, the beauty from Middle East, is back. Liverpool 3-0 victors. To be honest, it should have been 7, but obviously we'll get into that. Mane on another day would have scored about 6, but it is what it is. Nevertheless, fantastic win for Liverpool. Of course, we will be talking about Harvey Elliott's injury as well. But Hussam is in the building. Hussam, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. Happy. 3 goals, 3 points, clean sheet. Going under the radar. Everyone's just, having a moment with Lukaku and Ronaldo. We're just going under the radar. So this is how I prefer it anyway. So I'm very happy.
Fair enough. Under the radar FC it is. But listen, it is what it is. We'll get into that shortly. There's only one place to start. And to be honest, we never start with my team, but we have to. Cristiano Ronaldo returns to Old Trafford. And he bags. I was there. Listen, I was like a child, so I'm not gonna lie. Man lost all, so I don't
Hey, can I just say, Lawless Cahill, yeah, don't you think it's so funny how his voice has changed? I like to see Usman smiling. Remember when he thought it was going Man City?
Brother.
Listen. Bro, honestly, God, there's literally a stream, right, the night before with me and Kojo, and I think Alice and some of the people were on it, where we were on the stream, sat talking about him going to Man City. That was basically the premise of the stream. And me and Kojo looked like we were going to cry the whole show. You can check it out. We looked like we were going to cry the whole show. I ain't even going to lie.
Now you're crying different tears.
Bro, I cried.
It's a joy, bro.
Listen, I cried off stream. Everything, man, is what it is, man. Kojo's probably crying right now as I speak. But listen, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, look, fantastic win for Man United. I'm not going to lie, it wasn't a great performance. But we're going to pass it to you guys. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Lawless, we'll come to you first and foremost. It's been a while. since we're on the show. Just Daniel, before we start, I've already spoken to the guy prior to the show. Basically, Daniel, just jump in. I'm not going to do any, X, Y, and Z talk. We're just going to want it to be a free-flowing conversation. If you've got anything to add to the conversation, obviously jump in. But Lawless, we'll start with you because it's been a while, bro. Manchester United 4-1 winners, but, what did you make of it?
Yeah, like only a chance to check out the highlights real quick. Obviously, we was playing at the time. So, yeah, I want to check out the highlights real quick. But listen, 4 goals, you can say, you didn't play great, but you can't argue with the number of goals that you've scored and the dream come true. What the media was praying for Ronaldo to score. It's happened. They've all orgasmed themselves into oblivion. Yes. He scored the most tappingest tapping of all tappings. I'm not taking that away, but it was that was
absolute banger.
You won't get more of a tapping than that, really.
How is it a banger, Usman? Don't say that. It's not a banger at all. There was nothing banger about both goals. That's allowed.
The movement
was classic. His celebration was more impressive than the goal.
Daniel, That's a bigger howler than Wan-Bissaka crossing to Cristiano last game.
That's
a howler right there.
Let me tell you now, I was getting messages. What a goal! Unbelievable! You know what happened? Because obviously I had to go to the Arsenal game, innit? So I didn't get to watch the match. So obviously, and this is after he scored the 2. So I know he scored 2 goals now, and I'm seeing what a goal, unbelievable. I go check the first goal, and I'm like, oh, okay, it must be the second goal. Go look at the second goal, and I'm thinking, these United fans.
No one's talking about the Bruno goal, which was
I've got that on camera, by the way. If you haven't checked the vlog, check the fucking vlog.
I did watch it.
90-second clip. I'm slugging Bruno off. I'm slugging Greenwood off. And then the scores.
Wow. Spoiled these Man United fans are. Unbelievable. But yes, it's big. Like, it's obviously your attack is really shaping up. Like, obviously there's a few questions in it still about the midfield and that, but it's looking like it'd be a serious team this season, and we'll have to see. Obviously, it's one game.
I think we got the best attack in the league. I'm not gonna.
I want to see how you play against the big sides when you go to Man City and them and Chelsea and that. How you play against them. That's going to be very interesting.
Listen, when I say that, I mean on paper, by the way. I'm not saying that as how we actually physically play on the pitch. On paper, our attack is the best in the league. I'm saying that with chest. I'm not even hesitating. Now, honest to God, I don't think. You can't tell me one attack that's better than ours on paper in the league. I'm talking about the whole squad, man. Look, we had no Rashford and Cavani for that game, man. I think people are forgetting. Bro, no Rashford and Cavani as well. That's outrageous, man. Ronaldo on the pitch. Come on, lads.
I'd have to agree with that. I'd probably have to agree with that. Thinking it. All the other teams,
you can't count out that Liverpool side, man. Apart from obviously, Hussam will obviously agree that the Firmino thing is here and all there. But Jota is also bagging in goals. Mane still, you don't know about Mane. Mane can still have a good season, and Salah, man. Salah's
Mane is finished. Mane is finished. Let's just say it.
Mane is
finished.
Man United's attack is better than Liverpool's attack. In all complete, if you count like the number of play from like obviously the wingers, the midfield, they're the attacking midfield and the striker. Like, you have to say when they've got the likes of Pogba and like, obviously Greenwood is banging it, Ronaldo, Bruno, all of them players, and then obviously Rashford to come in. Like, I'm not saying Rashford's a world beater, but he's good when he's on it. I think they've just got more. They're more complete up front than Liverpool. Liverpool have a few holes and that.
Yeah, fair.
Liverpool's up there. Liverpool's a good attack. But
we even got Jay Link. Like, obviously, all those people in the chat agree, but obviously, Man United fans, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, if you're a rival fan as well, please get your thoughts in as well on the matter. But listen, even Lingard's got an absolute banger. That was a great goal.
Oh, yeah.
The West Ham effect. You're welcome.
Exactly,
you're welcome.
Exactly.
We gave him back to you, and look what you get.
So what
Too bad West Ham themselves couldn't score against Southampton. So it's just.
We'll talk about why that is. We'll talk about why that is. You know what I mean? Like, all I'm saying is Newcastle didn't park the bus against Man United. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, they did park the bus against.
They actually had good chances, Newcastle. But just their decision making in the final third, absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. Saint-Maximin, Almiron, and all these people, when they got into the penalty box, they absolutely bottled it. That's the one issue they had in that game, because they got into the penalty box quite a lot as well in the first half. Like, I was surprised Joe Linton actually knows how to play football. So this is something that was shocking to me. I'm watching him. Like, I was like, whoa, Joe Linton can actually pass. He can actually do a few things. But after like I've seen a few times where like Maximan could have passed it, Almiron could have passed it, Matt Ritchie could have passed it. Just so many different decisions they could have done better. They didn't do better. I think United were there for the taking. Obviously, Newcastle goalkeeper, absolute butler. 2 goals, I'd say he's responsible for, the first and the second. Obviously, the first one literally just letting it go. The second one through his legs, like it's just
I think there would
You
only
don't think
be
he
one
struck
winner.
that so cleanly that it just passed him before he could react.
Yeah.
Which one? The second one?
The first one, no. First one.
It's through his legs, Cahill. Through
I
your legs
understand
is
that, but
100% the keeper's fault. Under
He
all
hit that with
circumstances.
vim, bro. He hit that with something on his left foot as well, on his weaker foot.
Doesn't matter.
Ronaldo,
Close your legs
Jim,
next time.
come on.
Doesn't matter. Close your legs. Close your legs.
Fair
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oh, shit.
You can see though, he's got his knee, he's got his arm stretched out. I don't think he
Yes,
was
he
thinking
didn't
he was
expect
gonna slide it like that. Like he thought he was gonna bang it. He weren't expecting it there for sure. But imagine if Newcastle did win, man. That would have really rained on the parade. Bloody.
Yo, it was
That
so
would have been so amazing.
It was so funny because it wasn't nothing. I was sat next to the Newcastle fan. I'm actually edited it out in the vlog. And there was one bit that we're giving it to them. Obviously, they've taken the shirts off, standing thing and that. They're like, do one of these ones. It's 1-0. And basically, we're shouting we're going to get relegated and whatnot. Me included, obviously, because we're good as fuck by Newcastle. And then literally 10 seconds later, they scored. It's so weird. All I said just sit down.
Yeah. Varane got spun for that goal as well. So,
It wasn't. I don't think
more clips. Listen, the
I
same
don't-
way any goal scored against Liverpool is
No,
Van
no,
Dijk's fault. I'm going to do the same for
I
Varane.
understand.
I do not give a shit.
It wasn't
agenda
Maguire who got
versus fourth
spun.
agenda.
Maguire, bro.
But Varane, it's harsh, isn't it?
It was Varane. It was
Daniel, agenda over fact.
Do you know what I said?
Agenda over fact.
Language barrier, man. Language barrier. They're getting
I'll tell you one thing, yeah, Varane's fucking world class. We knew that anyways. But his performance against Newcastle, mate, he makes Maguire.
I mean, he's still got tougher tests, in my opinion.
Of course he has. But 1v1 against St. Maximum, I can't tell you, bro, any defender in the world's going to be scared against him 1v1. Bro, when you're running backwards as well, the guy's outrageous, man. Honestly,
Yeah, but it's one of those things where Alan St. Maximan, Hussam even said it, like in the final third, his decision making is dead. So you know that
my
he's
God, disgusting.
to mess up.
Disgusting.
He got the assist though. He got the assist.
That was a nice
goal.
pass. I mean, Creo's finish was quite tidy
Yeah,
as well.
but Lawless, he made one correct decision. Congratulations. Out of 17 chances you had. But, what happened?
Not funny, yeah.
I can't believe Manquillo scored a goal. That's like just so...
That was funny. That was the
That
funny
was
thing.
mad,
It's like,
bro.
Imagine though if he had like
Sorry.
some top attackers up front with him, let's say Maxim, where he'd have some actual real good options, and you can have some faith in him.
He needs to
Yeah,
live.
like why is no one
Bro,
going for
There
it?
was literally times, yeah, that the ball got played to St. Maximan. There was 3 Man United players on him, and even I'm not getting frustrated, but I'm thinking, bro, where's his help? Like nobody's helping him.
But why has
Like,
there been no
every
bids
point-
for St. Maxim? It's mad. Like,
because the money that they would ask for is outrageous. It would be at least 50 million. He's not worth 50 million. He's
come
good at-
on,
not
no,
worth
come
50
on,
million.
man.
He's not worth
Yeah, I think a team should pay 50 million for St. Maxim. We say 100 million for Grealish. St. Maxim. come on.
Yeah, the whole Grealish thing. Let's not get into that debate
I mean,
again. You had your piece on that. But
St. Maxim.
I
come
think
on.
35, 40 million is probably
Yeah.
fair for him.
35, 40. That's
but there's no
But
such
that's
thing as
not
a
what
fair.
Newcastle
there's
will
no
ask
such
for,
thing.
so you're right, Cahill. They're probably going to ask for 50, 60, something like that.
Yeah, but there's no such thing as fair.
with his end product, you can't be demanding plus 50 or 50 plus.
Yeah.
Maybe I think
you're gonna have
Liverpool.
to
I
train
think
it into
imagine he was there and he was in Liverpool with like Salah and that.
He probably missed them. He probably fired the ball across the board.
no,
he
he's-
won't. He won't.
across the
I'm
box,
telling you.
Yeah, I think
I'm telling
you
you.
lot are being harsh on him, man.
Yeah,
being harsh on him.
I take him. I would take him. I would definitely take him.
He can't
I
bench though, I imagine.
think
Just remember-
Klopp fine tunes him. This guy is going to become a beast. That's
Just remember
the
that Mane actually had, I think, 2 double-digit goal seasons for Southampton and went for 34 million. I am not paying 50, 60 million for
How long ago was that? How long ago
Exactly.
was that?
No,
No, but it was during.
It wasn't that long
It was
ago.
like 3,
It
4,
was during the
5
time
years.
when
It was
things were inflated.
It was a long
Yeah.
time, but things have inflating every year upon year. Things that you
It was
can't
still
sit
high.
there.
2016.
What was it? Yeah.
2016 is not that
We're
long
talking about
ago.
five-
you know.
listen, 5 years
listen,
ago. 5 years.
Listen, say Maxim was I couldn't give 2 shits about his price. Listen, I just want to talk about Bruno Fernandes quick and then we'll move on from Man United.
Oh, my
Right.
God.
Listen, I don't care about.
Why are we talking about Bruno, Usman? Why are we not talking about Pogba? Your best player on the pitch.
That's a good point as well, actually. We can mention both. But the reason I want to mention Bruno is because I think a lot of people are disrespecting this guy. Like, this is quite funny coming from my mouth because I actually wanted him subbed off prior to his goal. But I think people are just no, because obviously I think Van der Beek needs to get minutes, but it is what it is. Look, I think regarding Bruno Fernandes,
you wanted to sub off Bruno just for Van der Beek just so you get minutes.
No, because like in the moment before Bruno scored, I felt like we needed someone with a bit of creativity in the final third. Bruno's like Muller, like he's not an Ozil. We needed an Ozil on the pitch. Like they're different number 10s.
Is Van der Beek an Ozil though?
Yeah,
I'm not saying this, but Van der Beek when he came on, he helped with the fourth goal, didn't he? Because he's a one-touch player.
He helped with the Lingard goal, didn't he? Van der Beek as well.
Exactly. Straight away, it comes on. It was 5 minutes and he scored.
Van der Beek is a high IQ player. This is why I think, like in a number 10, he probably would work. To be honest.
Yeah, no, he's a top baller. But listen, let's actually finish off with fuck Bruno. I'll chat about him on Tuesday. But listen, anyone's thoughts on Paul Pogba's 7 assists in 4 goals, world record potentially, Premier League record, potentially on the verge of signing a new contract as well, the Cristiano Ronaldo effect. Anyone got any thoughts on Pogba before we move on? What we're saying?
Well, one, he's not signing that contract, so get that for ahead. He's going to join Mbappe at Real Madrid. That's the end of that. But on the 7 assists, I didn't realize there's that much. And
ITK Cahill. Exactly. Where'd you get this inside information from?
Yeah. Oh, he's going to Madrid. It's simple maths, man. But yeah, 7 assists. He's up there. He's got a chance. You guys just got to keep finishing your chances.
Usman will tell you this himself, even as a United fan. What's Paul Pogba's one problem? Consistency. So if we see this for the next 10 games, then we're gonna talk. But to me, I'm never been someone who doubts Paul Pogba. I've always said he's world class, and like when I do combined 11s, I always put him in my team. I really like him. I just think his problem is consistency. Like now you've had an amazing 4 games to begin with. Can you stretch that out to 10 games and then 15 games and then 20 games? Influence the big games. These are the things. Like it was never his talent or his ability. It's just consistency with him. So if he keeps this going, then yes, he can break the assist record. But first of all, people need to chill because this is not normal at this moment. So like I don't think every 4 games he's gonna get 7 assists. That's probably gonna average to like 50 assists a year. So that's just gonna be absolutely mad.
It wouldn't be enough for Graham Souness, would it? The fucking prick. So
Souness would still
but I agree though, like just very quickly. Paul Pogba fan, everyone knows he's got all the world-class potential in the world.
Yeah.
I don't even have a problem if United fans think he's world-class. For me personally, I just take him out just because of the consistency. I think in 5 seasons at United, I think he's had 2, and that's like 1.5 world-class seasons, which I think for someone of his ability isn't good enough. Yeah, fair enough, you can make arguments about the team. There's a lot of surrounding factors. However, at the end of the day, we have to judge the player. And he spent enough seasons for me to show how good he can be over the course of a season rather than having moments in the season. So it's a good start. Hopefully he can carry it on.
Yeah, 100%. I think I have to agree with that. Although I'm absolutely gassed at that opportunity that he might sign a contract. Although I do agree with Cahil, I think he's definitely going Madrid, but it is what it is.
Wait, why? I thought Madrid can't afford anyone. I thought they couldn't get him.
They're lying, bro. They're absolutely lying.
Why didn't they get Mbappe this summer then? What was because there was a thing
they
about
offered
that.
The money.
They got blocked.
They offered 180 million, but they wanted 200. Bro, Madrid are backed by the king of Spain. They will never not have money. They will always have money. So
they need the Super League. Yet they need that.
Yeah, Real Madrid are absolute frauds. I really hope it doesn't go there, man.
They probably need the Super League just for the TV money, because the La Liga's TV money compared to the Premier League is a joke. Yeah. Like it's nothing compared to the Premier League anyway.
Yeah, without a shadow of doubt. Obviously, Premier League's a big boys league, and obviously all the big players are here now. You love to see it. But listen, we're going to move on from Manchester United as always. Let's go on to another team. We're going to go to Chelsea, who's 3-0 winners against Aston Villa. I'm sure there's a lot to discuss on this game because I've got a feeling people are going to have different opinions on this matter. Hussam, we'll start with you firstly. You've been very vocal regarding Lukaku in general. However, you did say against the big team that you were right, to be fair. You were proven right. However, Lukaku against the lower team
proven right.
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah.
now.
He got
Come
pocket.
on,
Where
bro.
you bring Daniel? He got pocketed against Liverpool. We
Wait,
said
He had
it.
one game and he was down to 10 men.
Oh my
He
day.
weren't pocketed, bro. He wasn't
Oh my
pocketed.
day.
Come on, now.
He was pocketed.
He wasn't.
Van Dijk,
They
aerial
were.
duels won 100%. Ground duels won 100%.
All I'm gonna say
Pocketed.
is all the neutral fans, or most neutral fans, more often than not, will tell you that if we had 11 men, we would have won that game, and I can guarantee you it would have been
That's
Lukaku
cap,
to have
that's
scored
cap.
that goal.
That's
But
cap.
okay then, bro. That's your. You support Liverpool, so I don't expect you to say that. So it's fine.
It's easier for us to play against 11-man Chelsea because 11-man Chelsea would have
look at what-
attacked. We would have had
I'm not
counter.
hearing that BS. That is such a lie. It's
That's
easier
not
for
BS.
Liverpool to
That's
face
not BS.
10,
Daniel,
11 men than
when
10
did
men.
we look better?
Stop it,
When
bro.
did we look better?
Stop
At the
it,
first
bro.
half or the
Stop
second
it,
half?
bro. You looked
I'm
better in the
not stopping
second
it.
half
I'm just
when
saying fact.
you look better in the second half when you face 10
That's
men.
cap. That's cap. We were absolutely trash in the second half. Our chances were Van Dijk's
You
shot
weren't-
from
You weren't
midfield.
good.
That was
You weren't good. You weren't good in the first half. We were the better team.
Yes, we
should have
were.
been.
We were
We
good.
should have been 3-0 up in the first half easily.
We had chances in the first half as well.
You had
When
one.
you play-
You had one.
Daniel,
and that
you
was
know exactly
and that was
what I'm
and that was
talking about.
Henderson on his left foot. Which can you really call that a chance?
We had plenty of chances. Salah, Jota, everyone had. I mean, sorry, Firmino,
We're not-
Mane,
we're not
everyone had
gonna agree.
opportunities.
We're not going to
My
agree.
point
Just
is-
carry on.
If you had 11 men and you attacked us, we would have had a chance on the counter. That's the one
You
thing
wou- you
I'm
wouldn't
saying.
have won that
Yeah,
game.
but the thing is,
Well,
Chelsea.
I'm not saying we would have won it. I'm saying we would have played better.
I'm saying we
but-
would have won.
The talk about
No,
Lukaku,
you wouldn't have won.
Lukaku. What he's trying to say is Lukaku would have a better chance of scoring if there's 11 players on the pitch because you've got that extra man, which is he's going to get more chance that second half if they do have like 11 players on the pitch. More likely he would have scored. Not saying that maybe you would have had a better chance of scoring. Maybe
wouldn't
you
have
score,
scored
but
anyway.
he would have more likely to score.
Dan, all I'll say is, look, Lukaku, the next big game we play, because watch the goalpost be moved. When we face Tottenham, Lukaku might not
Not a
score,
big game.
and
Not a big game.
and it's not a
There
big
we
game.
go.
Cool.
There we go.
Do you,
There we
know,
go.
you see what I mean? Cool.
All right, can we
Daniel,
just
big
list
game
the
is
team?
City,
One sec,
Liverpool,
one sec.
United. Three
Lukaku
big games.
No.
do you see what I mean? Do you know
Come
how
on
silly that is?
now.
So what? His
Nah,
goal
he's
against
right.
Arsenal,
What's up,
his
he's
goal-
right.
his goal against Arsenal just suddenly doesn't count.
Arsenal, no, Arsenal.
Arsenal,
Come
no.
on, no.
Are you really
no,
saying
no.
Arsenal is a big game? Are you actually saying
you
that?
are boying it. I know we're
No.
bantering, but
Daniel,
if
Pablo
wait,
Mari.
hold on.
Why are
hold
you
on.
hyping
so,
that?
Wait, I'm not hyping it. Who says I'm? So if Lukaku scores against West Ham, what are we saying? Is that a big game or a small game?
No,
It's
it's
just-
not a big game at all.
It's not like
I
no, but
told you my
wouldn't
3
say
big
it's-
games.
So Lukaku can only score 3 games and
6.
that,
6 home and away.
6 games.
6. That's exactly what I said. Usman, what did I say about Lukaku? I said
First of all, I agree with
he
you. I
is
agree.
going to have 6 big games a season, and the other 32 games are going to be against opposition he's expected to score against. That's all I
Champions
said.
League as well. Big Champions League games. He's going to
Yeah,
have them
there you go,
opportunities.
bro.
You know what I
Daniel,
mean?
you know, anyone
I just-
besides those 3 teams, you are going to beat. Like, you are going to that game as favorites.
I
The big
think-
games are different.
I'm more
Right,
worried
right.
about the smaller
Right,
games.
I agree.
I think
I
we'll
agree.
win. I think we'll win a lot of the big games. I think we will.
No, but the
Genuinely.
thing is, you would expect him to score against the Arsenals,
smaller
the Burnleys,
Thank
the Norwiches.
Look at
Hold
what
on,
they're doing
hold
to
on,
you.
hold
Look
on,
at what
hold
they're
on,
doing
hold
to
on.
you.
Hold on,
Exactly.
hold on.
It's not even that crazy, bro. I swear it's not even that crazy.
Relax, please. Take
What?
that. Arsenal,
Come on,
Facts. Again, it's facts. It's
I'm
facts.
just talking
Yeah,
about
it's
where
facts.
we are now. This is where we are now.
No. It's not here where we are now. Let's relax
it's
on
just-
that comment. It's not true. Arsenal
Bro,
versus
you just
Chelsea
see them already
is a big game. It doesn't matter.
No,
Exactly.
it's a big game because it's a
Oh my
London
God.
derby. It's not a big
Oh
game
my
because you're a top team.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
a top side. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro,
You're
this
not-
guy just said
you're not
Arsenal
someone
against Chelsea is a big game.
Yeah, it's not
Cahill,
a difficult
By
game for
using your
Chelsea.
logic, Liverpool against Norwich is a big game then. Using your own logic.
Norwich. Oh, but yeah, cool.
No, I'm sorry.
Norwich
I'm
are
not-
above
I'm
you
not-
on the table.
I'm not joining. I'm not joining
It's
this.
fine, it's fine,
round.
It's
cool.
not- no, but-
Listen,
you know,
big
no,
game.
But
When we say
Cahill,
big
you
games,
can't
I'm not
say it's
talking
the
about
same as Man
derby.
United, Chelsea.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
I'm
it's
not
the same as
talking about
Manchester United, Chelsea,
derby.
but
I'm
Just say
talking
it's not a
about
big
games
game.
where Lukaku is actually going to be faced with a challenge, aka United, City, Liverpool. These 3 games, home and away, are where Lukaku is going to get challenged. Lukaku will not get challenged against Pablo Mari, against your shit defenders that you have. So that's the point. The point is not derby, because derby.
cool.
So you're telling me,
That's fine.
one sec. If they played Fulham tomorrow, that's a derby right there. Are you saying that's a big game
Alright,
for
cool.
him?
So Hussam,
Yes.
because we're going around in circles. So if Lukaku scores against City now, he's answering some of your questions. Yeah.
Yes. Fact.
Cool. All right, then cool.
Done.
So we've got City soon. Lukaku will score in that game. Mark my words.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Cool.
We'll see.
Back
Then
to
we can talk.
back to the initial question. What did you make of Chelsea?
Yes, what did I make of Chelsea? All I tried to do was just a passing comment. Lukaku got pocketed. Daniel just got.
I wasn't there, innit?
Anyway.
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I wasn't there.
Anyway, we move. Look, I think Mendy now, to me, I'm gonna say this. This is not reactionary to me at all. Mendy has now overpassed Ederson and now enters the Alisson debate for best keeper in the league. I think best keeper in the league is between them two. Shot stopping ability, Mendy has actually impressed me so much ever since I've been watching him for the past 6 months or so, or like ever since, he's been playing for them. I think it got to the stage now where I'm thinking in my mind, if Mendy played that Leicester City final, he probably has a chance of saving that Tielemans shot more than Kepa does. This guy, and I think Daniel would agree with this if he's not being too biased, actually stopped like 3 or 4 Aston Villa goals. Like this guy honestly saved so many chances. What's his name? The not Ings, the other guy. How did I forget his name? Watkins. I think he saved 2-3 chances from him alone. Like this guy is just confident. Obviously, with Mendy, the one thing that's bad about him is his kicking, his distribution. Like I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not at the level of his shot stopping. His shot stopping is next level. I think now Mendy honestly enters a different debate in terms of goalkeeping. Kovacic, now people need to respect him because Kovacic had an absolutely magnificent game against Villa. People, honestly, people just talk about Kovacic like he's just some ball carrier who doesn't know anything else on the pitch besides pass sideways. This guy actually controlled the tempo of the game really well. Saul, me watching him is like, you watching your ex with a new guy walking down the street. Like I was just watching him very emotional and that because I wanted him signed for.
That was never yours to begin with, bro. So
yeah, but I'm happy at the shit game. So it's like I'm just like, okay, maybe she hasn't moved on to the greener side of the grass. So we'll see. Right now, Chelsea, they're proving me right. I said they're favorites. I said they're gonna win the league, and I stand by it till this very second. I honestly think Chelsea are gonna win the league.
I mean, I suppose they are definitely favourites. They're definitely in the conversation. I think, to be honest, as it stands, it's very interesting because look, a lot of it's not normal that all the so-called title favourites are doing well, like in terms of starting well. It seems that they've all come out of the blocks very quickly, which is good to see. It makes for an entertaining title race, hopefully. Obviously, I'm expecting someone to drop off at some point, but we'll have to come Liverpool. We'll have to come to that at some point. But listen, Lawless, let's get your thoughts before we get Daniel's thoughts in. There's a lot of questions. Obviously, keep getting questions in. Obviously, has Alisson really been worked to be considered number one? I mean, that's a
let's not do that. Let's not do that.
That's a conversation for a different day, anyways. To be honest,
let's not do that.
What did your
It's not a conversation.
I mean, it's not. I don't agree as well. I think De Gea then Alisson's best during the league. But what do you think of Salah's performance?
De Gea, it's not 2017 anymore, fam. Allow us.
De Gea's back. I don't care what anyone says. De Gea's back. But Lawless, what did you make of Chelsea? Obviously, your biggest competitors for that Champions League spot. What are your thoughts, my guy?
Yeah, could be the rivals for the Champions League spot. Yeah, nah. To be honest, I didn't catch the game, but it's one of them things where you look at it now, and to me, that's a foregone conclusion. Everyone was hyping up Aston Villa. Yeah, I'm not going to say every single one of you, but there was a lot of people in that group chat, Kish mainly, hyping Aston Villa to the max. Yeah. Oh, they got this player, that player, spent this player, spent that. They've been doing that for what, the past 2-3 seasons now since they come up. And where do they get them? More mediocrity. Like it's that, you know what I mean? People just thought that, oh, what? Because they're going to sell Grealish and spend a load of money. Then all of a sudden they're going to be this top side. It's not.
I mean, they sold Grealish and they're not this top side. So what's that say to the impact of Grealish at Aston Villa? Personally, Dan?
No, because the point is that they built the side around it. Like their whole play, I think, was built around this one player. So when you do that, you're just setting yourself up for failure in the long run. And that was the problem. It was all based around, Grealish, like, just get the ball to Grealish and this. Do you know what I mean? All based on what he done. And now they're suffering for it. Chelsea, they're getting that consistency. They're doing what they need to do, picking up wins against these sides, showing their dominance and slapping them about. So, yeah, of course, they've got to be favourites. A lot of twists and turns, though, in this season.
Lawless, can I just ask you one question? Should we be asking questions about the Villa manager?
Yeah, well, yeah, like I don't want to ask those questions because I want it to go under the radar. I want him to keep Bruce, so I don't want no pressure on him. I want him to stay. But it's if obviously, look, if this season, like, if they're not in at least in the top half, he has to go. Like, he has to, he has to be sacked. Like, easily, you can't spend all that money and not progress at all. There has to be progress. It doesn't necessarily have to be Champions League. Or, like, to me, for this season, he should be European Conference League at least, because that's progress. Then you're in Europe. Then you go for do you know what I mean? But if you're just going to be the same and you'll keep spending, how much have they spent now? Like over 300 million or something. Obscene, like since they've come back up. Yeah, since they've come back up. Something obscene like that, and what have they done with it? What have they?
Yeah, but notice we've seen that spending money doesn't always bring in success. But just look at Arsenal; they're the biggest spenders of the summer. And there's,
I mean, we could also talk about Manchester United, considering they spent like almost 500 million on land. What have they won?
Right, but first is first.
Oh, you're first. Okay, if the season ends, you win the league. Innit?
Well, Man United. So they're in the same boat. This Ollie's in that same boat as Steve Bruce. Like, there has to be considerable progress. What? No, wait.
Yes, Lawless, yes. My guy, my brother, man. Yes,
it's appropriate.
Steve Bruce.
It's appropriate that Steve Bruce is your legend as well. But yeah, I'm saying they've both spent a ridiculous amount of money. They haven't really got too much to show for it up until this point. This season, for both of those managers, has to be make or break. Either for progress now for Man United is trophy, nothing else. Trophy, like, has to be Aston Villa. It's getting to Europe. That's for both of those teams, or at least get to a cup, like FA Cup final. If they got like FA Cup final or something, then maybe that's progress. But you're spending that money, mate. We got to get something to show for it. But hopefully he stays and the mediocrity continues.
Yeah, listen, Man United decided I should not bring them in the combo. But listen, Daddy, I've got a question for you. Does it somewhat concern you that Mendy's getting so much praise after that game, meaning he had such a fantastic game? Of course, you don't really want to hear your goalkeeper getting that length of praise, because obviously it means that you're under some sustained amount of pressure. Does it concern you at all with the amount of chances you conceded, so to speak?
Not really. We made 6 changes to the starting 11. So it was bound to be a bit discontinuous in terms of like the main team that we play. If you watch the second half as well, we completely battered them. The second half was where Jorginho came on and the game just settled down. I compared it to like Super Nanny. Like, he just came on and just like changed the whole mood and the whole tempo kind of thing. But no, man, look, Aston Villa played well. I said our performance was probably a 5.5, but for us to play a 5.5, 6 out of 10, and win 3-0 shows that we are a strong team that will be there at the end, you know what I'm saying? And I think, look, it's exciting times, man. I'm happy that this season we could get a real race, because we're looking at quality teams across the board in terms of the teams that are competing for the title. And then you've got all the other teams, let's say tier 2 teams, that could potentially take points off of these tier 1 teams and ruin some people's title races. So it's going to be a very tough task for the main teams going for the title. That's why I was happy that we were able to win 3-0. I mean, I think we got the most clean sheets so far this season. Only conceded 1 goal, and it was a penalty as well. So we've not conceded an open play goal yet this season, which I think speaks volumes for us. And like going into next week against Tottenham, like we're confident. Like we just go into every game with confidence now, and it really helps having Tuchel in charge. Lukaku, 2 shots, 2 goals. That's the clinicalness that. Remember when I was saying to you guys, when I was kind of being not laughed at, but I think it was being a bit discredited. I said last season we had the second highest XG behind Man City. It was like 0.5 behind Man City. But then in terms of actually converting our XG, we were 20th, last in the league. So the discrepancy was 2nd to 20th. And now we've brought in a striker who's clinical. We're not saying, he provides more than goals for us, because that was the excuse for Werner. He provides more than goals. He runs his off the ball movement and all. Bro, Lukaku before anything else is a goal scorer. He gets goals for us, and that's what he did in that game. 2 goals, 2 very good goals. When you're talking about good goals, those are 2 good goals.
The second one,
I mean,
yeah.
the Ronaldo goal was good to me. That's because
No, it was good, man. It was good. Obviously, good finish, left foot.
You know what I want to
Second
quickly point out is when you said to Mendy, you said to Daniel, is Mendy getting all this praise? That's not something you want to hear, right? West Ham, when we beat Hull, the post got man of the match. So listen, that's concerning. When the post gets man of the match, when you win, that's what you call concerning.
And to be fair, you always need. There's going to be games where you need your goalkeeper. That's where your goalkeeper proves. Yeah, do you know what I mean? When you're top team, Czech was. I think it was Czech who said it anyway. It might have been someone else, but he said a goalkeeper wins you about 13 points in the season. Like Mendy 10, saves in the first half, 10. So Mendy saves in the first half, where the difference between us going in at halftime maybe 1-1 rather than 1-0. So yeah, man. Look, I'm happy, man, and I couldn't be asked for much more. Our team's really looking good, man. Looking good. 6 changes as well. I think that's
Chelsea are flying, man. Regarding the Lukaku thing, look, end of the day, we know he's going to deliver goals, man. I think anyone who knows anything about football knew that this was going to happen. Werner was spurning so many chances. You just needed someone to put them away last season. I said that consistently as well.
Usman, you know they showed a clip here. I wish I could show you guys the image. Basically, the situation Lukaku was in, they put like 2-3 clips.
That's cold. That's cold.
Werner was but the thing is, for me, it's not about disrespecting Werner. It's just about showing exactly. It just shows the difference in quality and world class to someone who I think is just.
Again in the week, didn't you? So I don't know how he consistently does it. It's an absolute manage, to be fair. But look, fair play to Chelsea. As you said, when you don't play well and you get the result, you got to put respect on them. That's what title winners doing it on their bad days. They still grind it out, and you were quality. I don't know why this disrespect for Kovacic is coming from, because I think he's absolute top draw. To be honest, I'm a bit surprised about that matter. But Cahil, just to get your thoughts before we move on to Liverpool, obviously winners as well. What's your overriding thoughts? Obviously, you've heard what everyone else has got to say regarding the Chelsea game. Is there anything you want to add, so to speak?
I mean, not really. Everything's kind of been covered, but just going off the Mendy situation, I'm there with Hussam. I do agree that he's probably top 2. He's kind of been going under the radar, especially since last year. Everybody thought that he would be on Kepa's level or not as good as Kepa, but he's completely overshadowed him. He's claimed that number 1 spot, especially he's vital in winning that Champions League. And to your point, it becomes a problem when it's like a De Gea situation where he's saving you week in, week out. This is like the first week that he's actually been called into action, and he's proved that a lot of people were wrong. He's proved a lot of people right as well. He's easily one of the best shot stoppers in the Premier League, and he's going to continue. He's only 26 as well. I think it's 26, 27. So he's just about hitting his peak, and it's going to improve vastly.
That's fair enough. I mean, I think De Gea is the best shot stopper in the league. I'm not going to lie, but it is.
Oh no, it's on four.
I don't know why Alisson's looking at me like that. I mean, Alisson.
Alisson,
Alisson's
no, Alisson. I would say Alisson's the best keeper in the league. But I think in terms of shot stopping alone, I think De Gea is still the best. He's finding his feet again. But listen, we don't need to get into that. It's a relevant topic. All right, let's move on to Liverpool. Obviously, nice segue. We've got a comment here. Liverpool are shitting themselves as their squad is so thin. First and foremost, before we do go into that, obviously, our prayers and thoughts with Harvey Elliott. Obviously, you never want to see that with any player, especially a young lad who's finally bursted to see him, man. I know myself, obviously, working from academy, how much work these guys do to get to this stage in their career. It's absolutely outrageous, especially for a team like Liverpool. It's never going to be easy to get into that team. Obviously, it's just won the league, Champions League, etc. That midfield kind of has been set in stone to an extent. So huge credit to him, firstly. Our prayers and thoughts with them, obviously, hopefully he recovers. Also, I suppose we can't start on that anyways before we go into the game. Was it a red card for you? I think that's the question that everyone wants to know the answer to. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, it was a red card. I think severity of the injury played a part 100%, but I think it was rash. Let's just say it as it is. Modern football, that's a red card. 10 years ago, it's not a red card, but right now in 2021, that probably is a red card. It's just how football is now. It's just the The same way the people who used to watch football before us used to tell us how much harder it was in the 90s and the 80s and blah blah blah. Now I don't want to be that type of person who tells the people of this generation that in the 2000s it was much tougher. Like I'm not about that life. Look, modern football.
Tell me what
now,
he did wrong, because I glanced it, right. So I see a few quick replays, and a tackle looked like he gets the ball.
I thought he got
first.
the ball. I don't even think it was
he gets the ball, and it looks like, to me, I look at that and I go, great tackle. Like I didn't look and see the close up, see where he injured him or what. Whether it's, some people saying that the leg was trailing, it's because of that. I don't know, but I look at it.
He gets the ball, then the man. And this is why I'm saying it's just different eras of football. 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been a foul to begin with.
Yeah, but
because the rule was simple. If you get the ball, it's not a foul. Now it's different. If you get the ball and the follow through looks harsh, then it's a discussion.
Yeah, but there wasn't a follow through, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It was just what Harvey Elliott literally said himself. It wasn't even a foul. He literally come out. Obviously, he's not going to come out and obviously back to the player.
It's one of them unfortunate things.
Yeah, exactly. He said it.
Yeah.
If you watch it back, his foot just randomly got trapped under his leg. Like it was, he didn't really. Like he got the ball, cleans it. Obviously, I was watching the game as you were. But for me, it was Salah's reaction that got me. I'm not going to lie. Like, have you seen Salah's reaction to it?
Leader.
Upset me, man. I was like, shit,
what did he do?
Like
he immediately called the medical staff in and got the referee to stop the game because he obviously
he was panicking, man. You could tell it was serious from his reaction.
Yeah. I think there's just a few things like from that game. Obviously, we wish Harvey Elliott well. Exactly what everyone's saying. No harsh feelings towards his name Stroik or some shit like that.
Stroik. I don't know.
Yeah, Stroik. Whatever his name is. No harsh feelings. I've seen plenty of people just going absolutely mental. Just relax. This is what happens in football. And the one thing I just want to answer this comment because I've read it before and it just pissed me off. The United Ways comment, the one above that.
Oh yeah.
Let me just address this real quick. I have said to Usman and I've said to every single person, out of the 4 teams challenging for the league, we have the worst squad. But the question you're asking is if Salah and Van Dijk getting injured. Let's flip that now to every other team. What if Lukaku and Mendy get injured? What if Bruno and Pogba get injured? What if insert the 2 best players get injured? They have stronger squads, but your example can't be the 2 best players because if the 2 best players got injured from any team, that makes their team significantly weaker. That's just how it works. If Bruno and Pogba got injured tomorrow, yes, you still have Ronaldo, player X, player Y, player Z, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be McTominay, Fred, and Matic in your midfield. So you're telling me that's
Jay Lings will play number 10, man. Don't worry, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Chelsea won the Champions League. The 2 best players, like
that's crazy. Anyways, just with the game.
Regarding this question, I don't agree with the Salah and Van Dijk thing because I hear what you're saying as well.
Yeah.
However, ignore the Salah and Van Dijk thing. My issue, and you know as well, after what I took away from the Leeds game, obviously I'll let you say your bit. Liverpool, fantastic. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking that. Thiago, I'm a huge fan of Thiago anyways. I always have been a fan of his. Obviously, he's not betting the scores. That's just madness, but that's for a different conversation. Who's playing? Daniel? Is that Daniel? I don't know.
Hi, Daniel.
Oh no, I don't know who's got music.
Daniel's on TikTok right now.
Let me view him. Right, okay, yeah. So he just thrown me off. I forgot. My new players, you got no impact players off the bench. Man, Chamberlain was your first sub, and I'm sure Cahil will have his point on Chamberlain as well as being your main guy to deliver you a title. He's not good enough, basically. So, what are your thoughts in terms of your actual squad? Because injuries aside,
I've said this already. I know our squad is thin. No one's denying that whatsoever. I have never denied that to you as well. We've spoken 100 times. I've never ever denied that point. Our strong point is our starting 11 and our manager. Our squad is weak. No one can ever deny that. With Elliott out now, it makes it tougher. So we'll see what happens with squads. It's just for us. It's just we are relying on luck. I'm not even gonna deny that, but we'll see. Hopefully, the likes of the Oxlade-Chamberlains, the Keitas of this world aren't as injury prone as we're used to. Hopefully, we've been hearing about Keita switching to a plant-based diet, so maybe that helps him now. So we'll see.
Does it now?
I just want to say two positives from the game.
Massively.
Yeah. Listen, Oxlade-Chamberlain, the season we got to the Champions League final and lost it, he was our best midfielder. So if he could get any similar to that form, he'll be good. I just want to say 2 positives from the game. Number 1, we need to stop comparing Trent to any right back in world football. Trent is clear as the best right back in world football right now.
Okay.
4 games into the season, if you're still using that myth that Trent can't defend, I honestly, like, I genuinely cannot help you anymore. Like, it's just, you just have an agenda and that's what you're running. Second thing is Mo Salah, extremely disrespected player in conversations. He's only a goal scorer. He can do this, he can do that. I think whoever watched the game yesterday will tell you Salah created about 3-4 clear-cut chances just for Mane himself, but he has the finishing of like a dead duck in front of goal, and that's just, you know, that's just, he just missed so many chances. That man is absolutely finished at the top level. So with Salah, now he's the second behind Trent in most chances created in the league. So with Salah, it's overall gameplay absolutely phenomenal. 100-goal club as well in the thing. So all in all, clean sheet, 3 goals, 3 points. Obviously devastated about the injury, but like I said at the start, flying under the radar. No one's noticing it. Everyone's like, oh, Ronaldo. Everyone's like,
didn't you say
Ronaldo this, Ronaldo that. Everyone's like, Lukaku this, Lukaku that.
Literally 2 weeks
blah,
ago,
blah.
2 weeks ago, you were saying with chairs that you're winning the league. Now you're under the radar. What's going on?
Usman, I stop capping. I have never said with chest we're winning the league. Stop capping. I said Chelsea will. Day one. I said Chelsea will ever since they announced Lukaku. Let's not do this. Let's not.
Yeah, but you're saying you're flying under the radar as if like people are underestimating you, and you're gonna do it anyway. You're gonna exceed people's expectations. When the only improvement to your team really is Van Dijk coming back in from injury. That's it.
I said we'll finish second.
That's
behind
the
chance.
That's my
that's not flying under the radar, is it? Man United would be flying under the radar because we're 6th.
How are they flying under the radar when everyone in the media is literally just having a wank over them?
Yeah,
what's under the radar on that, bro? They're literally announcing Ronaldo once every 3 seconds.
But according to Manchester United,
guy, bro, they said under the radar to United. Give me a break.
We're finishing 6th, apparently, according to you. So we're under the radar, and you're finishing 2nd. So
yeah, they're finishing behind Arsenal.
I said we are finishing 2nd, and I say that with chest. I think Chelsea finished 1st, we finished 2nd. I have no problem with saying that.
But are you revising your Man United prediction now? Can you say your Arsenal prediction?
I just had a massive if. I said if Arteta gets sacked. So we'll see.
But do you still say they're finishing 5th if Arteta?
Where did you say Man United will finish?
6th.
Wait, is this
and Arsenal?
Just so you know, that was before Ronaldo.
The season started.
Oh yeah. So I'll give him. I'll come.
Where are we now then, Hussam? Okay, where are we now? I'll give you an opportunity to rectify it.
Now you finish 4th.
Okay, fair enough. All right, that's fair enough.
Ronaldo takes them from 6th.
Look,
to 4th,
it is what it is. I personally think we should win the league, but obviously Ali's at the helm and it is what it is. But listen, let's move away from Manchester United. Obviously, continue with the Liverpool conversation. Cahil, we come to you. I mean, this question perfect for you, really. Oxlade-Chamberlain, is he the guy to take Liverpool to the title, according to Hussam? Or to 2nd, should I say? To 2nd, sorry, not title.
Even Hussam said he's not, but
no, he said it was Chamberlain. They'll get 2nd. That's what you just said.
Okay then. Well, that's something. Then I'll pray for him if he believes that. But no, Oxlade-Chamberlain isn't the guy. The injury.
I pray for you every day.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I need it with Arsenal right now. But what was I saying? Oxlade-Chamberlain is the guy that he was before the injury. When he first started and he got into he was one of the main reasons they got to that first Champions League final. He was fantastic for Liverpool at that very beginning. The injury came at an unopportune moment, and they completely took the wind out of his sails. And at first, I was angry with Oxlade-Chamberlain for going, but to be honest with you, you can't blame him, especially when you win league titles and Champions Leagues, man. At the end of the day, the game is about winning trophies, and if he wins those trophies, it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I suppose Chamberlain made the right decision, which most players do when they leave Arsenal.
Of course.
Listen, Danny, I know you need to go. Obviously, before you go, I just want to say thank you for coming through. Let the people know where they can find you, my brother.
Daniel Bamaji, I've seen on screen, Eyes on the Ball TV, High Press Media, all of that kind of stuff there. So yeah, man, appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys there.
Pleasure as always, my brother. I'll catch you in a bit, man.
Sure.
My guy. Listen, let's get your thoughts on Liverpool. I just want to quickly say my bit. regarding Liverpool. Look, fantastic win, man. Like I said at the start, they should have won 8-0. Let's be real. I mean, obviously Liverpool were always going to win that game because Leeds are shit. Hopefully, you know.
Wow.
Leeds come to chill out now. Like, I mean, Bielsa, like, I'm a fan of him, right? But is this guy going to learn? Why is Bielsa getting no criticism, Lawless? Like, is he not allowed to? If the guy does the same thing against a big team, he got slapped against us twice, and Liverpool should have won 8-0. No over exaggeration. Man, he missed 4 1-on-1s. Literally 4. Like, come on,
Mane.
It's because he plays sexy football, so no one wants to go at him like that. Oh, look how good they play, and oh, look how entertaining they are to watch. Yeah, but if you're a Leeds fan, it's all good and being entertained. But if you keep getting slapped, the amount of goals they're conceding, and they don't look like they've addressed that in the transfer window. And I was talking to a lot of Leeds fans last season, and they was expecting that would be addressed in the transfer window. I've heard they've got 1 or 2 injuries, key, but still, you can't be leaking goals like this. Yeah, it's all well and good going. You know what? Whether we're playing Liverpool, Man United, or Burnley, or Norwich, or Arsenal, we're gonna attack us.
He didn't even mean to do it as well. He didn't even mean to do it.
Right? No, but I couldn't resist. But yeah, we're going to play the same way regardless. No, you need tactics, my friend. Tactics. And go on, Cahil, go on.
I don't understand this. I feel like everybody's got expectations on Leeds to be the team that they were before they got relegated like 20 years ago. They're a team that are very much in transition. Yes, they play nice football, but the fact, and they do league goals, but the fact remains that they're surviving the league, and they finished, was it last season, like 12th? I don't think anybody
they did well. I get what you're saying. No, they did well. No, my problem is with them. It isn't even like I'm expecting them to be this top 6 whatever side. But I think they're just naive sometimes. It's the way they get slapped.
Who's arrogant? No, I don't think Bielsa is arrogant.
You can't play like that against Manchester United and Liverpool. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are.
No, yeah, I understand.
Liverpool space are devastated. So are Man United on the break. Everyone knows that. This guy is completely arrogant, coming and thinking.
How many goals they conceded to Man United in the 12 goals in what's that?
In two games at Old Trafford. Obviously, Liverpool should have scored 7-8 comfortably.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, especially considering that Arsene Wenger did the exact same thing. But
exactly,
to that point though, like when they go up against the teams that they are of a level where they're supposed to be, they're going to be slapping them, and the fans will be enjoying that football week in, week out. And I don't think any fan of Leeds right now has a problem with what they're doing. Especially if that sorry to cut you off there, Dan.
Yeah, no,
especially if playing that style against a big team like a Manchester United, like a Liverpool, like a Chelsea, gets them a cheap victory. It hasn't happened yet, but it might happen. You never know.
I think they missed a lot of chances as well.
Yeah, they need a goal scorer. They need a goal scorer desperately, man. I've never seen a team be so wasteful in my life.
Oh my God, Bamford, bro. Bamford is literally a white version of Firmino. That's
they need to sign Timo Werner. Oh my God. I mean, I'm
convinced. They need to sign Timo.
I'm convinced.
Oh my God.
They should sign Timo Werner though. I think he'd be perfect for them. Dan James, Timo.
Oh my God. Oh my God, imagine Timo and Bamford up front. That's gonna be a heart attack for every Leeds fan every week.
It just amazes me, right, that someone who's such a student of the game as Bielsa, who's such a nerd for football, who spends so much time analyzing everything, doesn't analyze the teams that he's going to face and set up accordingly.
He does analyze them. He usually gets his scouts to hang out at the training ground.
Yeah, and what does that do?
He's doing a good job at Man U, Liverpool, isn't he?
Yeah, like
shambles. I think it comes down to arrogance. Like we played them last season as well at Ellen Road, and we drew. I think it was 0-0 or 1-1. I'm pretty sure it was 0-0. And they completely flipped the script, and they played more conservative, and they still offered something in the break. That's what I'm saying. It's not a major criticism, Cahil, because what you're saying is correct. Against the so-called lesser teams, obviously, not to name any, they're going to get points against them.
I don't think we lost to them, so I don't know.
I never said anything.
Keep fishing, my friend. Keep fishing.
I never said anything. I said lesser team than you.
Yeah.
Pellegrini had a similar philosophy
He never said Arsenal, to be fair. So,
No,
you know.
I know.
He know it's just he's feeling it. You know what I mean?
It's the look in it. It's the look.
Lawless, I said Leicester teams and KL bit. That's what I said.
Exactly.
Of course.
He done himself in there. But no, I was going to say Pellegrini had the same mindset when he was at West Ham, right? It was like, oh, you know, we need to have a big team mentality, so we're going to go and play the same way whether we play the bigger teams. And the problem was that's when we was getting slapped like ridiculous, like Man City. I can't remember if it was when we had Pellegrini where Arsenal beat us by some big number even, and it was like he would have that mindset.
Is
that the Sanchez hat trick?
In a way, is it Sanchez? Was that? That was post Sanchez. Sanchez is already gone.
Yeah, Sanchez goal is one of my favorites.
I'm trying to think that
the one against Randolph.
Yeah.
I
love that goal so much, man. I just love Sanchez.
But Chelsea, we got slapped. So it's the same thing, and I think that you need to have the players, right? He hasn't got the players to do what he wants to do. So you need to set up around.
You need to be smart on it. You need to be smart.
If they get relegated.
They won't get relegated. They'll finish 12th again. I think they'll definitely be in and around the mid-table. I think they're good enough in it. I think it's just I just think if he was a bit smarter, they could actually potentially push for Europe because they're actually that good on the break.
Wait, remember this, right? People said West Ham would crumble with fans and Leeds would excel with fans. What are we seeing? Come on.
He's not here, man. He's not here. You need to chill.
He's been hiding. He's waiting for us to get slapped so he can come on and be like,
that'll be hilarious if he does.
He'll be back next month.
He's such a bottle job like team. Isn't it? His team of bottle
He's
jobs.
on holiday. He's in Portugal right now. He's on holiday.
I'm going Portugal next week. And listen, if I felt like I needed to answer for something, I'd be here regardless. Portugal or no Portugal. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Come on the podcast, even on holiday.
Kish is literally sat in an infinity pool talking to Lawless about West Ham and Spurs. Fun debate. But listen, let's move on. Obviously, I'm aware of the time we still haven't spoken about West Ham and Arsenal, but we have to speak about Arsenal. We always slag Arsenal for the lose.
The process is back on.
Arsenal and Arteta are...
Lawless, clap for them, bro. Join in the celebration. Clap for them. Arsenal got 3 points. Yay!
And now you've been proved wrong. This is what happens. What do they call them?
Arteta. Come on.
Let's go.
Go on, Arteta. My manager, Arteta. Big up Arteta, man.
Trust the process.
They won this. That is a big game because that was a 6-pointer. And they won the biggest game of the season.
No, but trust the process. Look. Your players are back and you delivered emphatic victory over Norwich.
Come on, man.
Cahil, what are your thoughts, my guy?
Congratulations, Cahil. Finally, I'm going to see your smile 5 weeks after meeting you. You're smiling. I love it.
Finally, man. Finally. It's been a while. It has been a while. I've got something to be happy about. On the game, I think, honestly, watching how we played that ball, we're going to win the league this year. Absolutely. 30 chances. I mean, it was 7 on target. I mean, all we need to do is just take our dinner, and we'll be up there with the big boys. Don't worry about it. Man. Watch your space.
100%. You just need to get Lukaku signed, and you're good.
We don't need Lukaku. We got Aubameyang, my bro. We got Lacazette. We got Lacazette. We got Nketiah. We got what's that other guy's name? Balogun.
Lacazette. What about Lacazette?
I said Lacazette second. Don't worry, man.
Oh, sorry.
So Aubameyang's back. He got obviously scored against West Brom second team, scored against Norwich. He's back in business.
He's about as back as Mikel Antonio. Don't worry, bro. He'll catch him up and he'll overtake him. Especially considering how many goals did Antonio get last season? How many goals?
Oh my God!
How many games? He was injured for them games.
Lawless, I can't take that.
If I were you, I wouldn't have it, Lawless. From an Arsenal fan.
Listen, how many games did he spend out injured, Mikel Antonio?
Oh,
a lot of games.
I feel like Mbappe had COVID though, and COVID, I imagine, is a worse to deal with.
You feel like he had COVID? Like he did what? How many games did he miss through COVID? How many games?
Like at least 3, 4 weeks.
Oh wow, 3 games. Oh, imagine if Antonio missed 3 games, he'd be top scorer, man. Listen, Aubameyang. Listen, maybe he can carry Antonio's bag. Like that's it. That's what he's good for, mate. Like,
he's carrying Antonio's bag. All right, cool then.
Yeah.
That's what it
is. That's it.
He'll carry the card in it. He'll dump it in the Thames. when he
I
bags
mean,
it.
maybe he can help pick out some Batman masks for him, or you know what I mean, take him to the costume shop.
Black Panther, don't worry about it, man. He'll bring out the Captain America one next time.
We'll see. But all I'm saying is, you made hard work of that.
No, I'm obviously joking, man. Don't worry about it. But it is concerning that
Lawless, let him have his moment, man.
Let him have it. It's not
You think we agree with him that Arsenal are title contenders? We're just letting him have it. We're smiling because our brother's happy.
I thought it went on too long.
His hair is growing back again. Like it's just everything is going normal now.
I wanted to come back to reality now. It'd gone on too long, and let's
I never left reality. I was just. And there was just a pocket dimension that I was traveling to. I stayed in.
I tried.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But to be real for a moment, it was very concerning that it took us, 30 chances and 7 on target, and we just didn't like scoring anything apart from
64 minutes, wasn't it? Was it 64?
It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. Especially
Scorpion kick assist from Pepe. To be fair,
exactly. Scorpion kick assist. But no, that's the concerning thing. It was pretty much a mistake by Norwich, and everybody here is guaranteeing that they'll go down this season.
Some people are saying it was offside.
It's not offside.
I mean, it counted, so it doesn't really matter. Only we got 3 points.
It's 100% offside. No chance. It's behind the ball. So
he is behind the ball as well. But
it is onside though.
Yeah, he was onside. There was a
little bit of.
Cahil, question to you: can Arteta build some momentum now? You won, clean sheet. Why is everyone laughing? You got Burnley next week. You got Spurs.
Overdoing it.
Yeah, overdoing it a bit. Just a bit. Yeah, I don't know.
Speak with chess, man. Go on. You can get.
I can't speak with chess on Arteta, man. You see me for far too long for me to speak chess about Arteta. We'll have to see next week. The Burnley game is very vital. We have to win that game if there's any chance of momentum. If we win that game, we stand a chance of beating Spurs, and Spurs aren't exactly.
You're not going to lose to Spurs. I can tell you right now, man. You're not.
Maybe not.
What are you talking about?
Are you mad?
They're not losing to Spurs.
Why?
Which man have you watched Spurs compared to Arsenal? That's mad.
I've said Spurs will finish above Arsenal, but in this game, Arsenal got Spurs' number every day of the week. They always have done, man. Always.
What are you talking about?
They always do it, man.
Spurs beat them 2-0 last season, bro.
No. I mean, that was last season. We're talking about now.
Harry Kane loves to score.
Usman, all I have to say to you is Son against Cedric.
No, I'm telling you.
It'll be Son against Tomiyasu. Don't worry. Tomiyasu's got his number.
Tomiyasu is the baller. I actually like him, you know.
He's really, he looked really tidy in the game against Norwich. It is against Norwich, but I need to have some praise and have some actual praise for this team.
Bro, you gotta respect him, man. He's doing well.
No, he looks nice, and let's hope he doesn't get Arteta-fied. But looking forward, I feel like he's going to be our right back for a very, very long time. Next to Tierney at left back. Partey looked good coming on as well, and that obviously improved the team tenfold. That's when we started looking dangerous with him and Smith Rowe on his side. He's got his full team back, so Edu and Co asked for their full team, asked for fans to wait till we got.
And
we won.
So, 1-0 to Edu. 1-0 to Edu.
But the game next week, honestly, all jokes aside, is actually more important. The Burnley one, because it's usually them type of teams who rough Arsenal up and stuff. So we'll see if like they can do it at a cold night in Turf Moor. So we will see
exactly, especially considering that Burnley play they play the style that Brentford.
They're your kryptonite in terms of their style of football. That's your lot's kryptonite, isn't it? And
exactly.
Parables.
You say that, but Man United put 5 past them, so that's another type of kryptonite as well. So
it is where it is.
But let's just talk about Norwich are trash. They are
Norwich are relegated already.
This might be the worst Norwich that we've ever had. They come up and go down. Come up,
bro. The
Lawless, you're going that far. The worst Norwich.
I mean, come on, man. They don't like to beat anyone. They don't look like they're gonna beat anybody in this league.
Getting relegated. I do agree with that.
Oh yeah, they're definitely getting relegated.
I mean,
they piss me off every year when I see Norwich being celebrated.
Why do they piss you off? It's easy 6 points for us. We should be praying that they stay in the
yo-yo clubs, man.
Yeah, but it's 6 points for your rivals as well.
Yeah, but I like it. I like
not City though, because Norwich beats Man City.
Now I like championship teams that come up and make a difference, man. Norwich are a waste of time, man. Like, obviously, okay, it's good points for us, and obviously even lets people like Aubameyang score. But at the end of the day, like I rather see
People like this.
I rather see other people get a chance, man.
No, I would love Norwich to stay forever. What I need is victory for football, which is Burnley relegation. I need Sean Dyche to go back to the Championship, never ever manage in our league ever again. Like this is to me victory for football. We need Burnley to get the fuck outside from our league. West Brom getting relegated is a good step in the right direction. Next, Burnley. Then we can actually enjoy good football in that league.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. But if they go down, they're gonna actually pound the Championship again and come straight back up.
Anyways, I don't got it. I don't got this. It's 7-0.
Oh,
isn't it right now?
Yeah, it's playing right now. They are.
That's how irrelevant they are. No one even fucking knows they're playing.
1-0 Burnley.
Burnley are winning.
Oh, who scored?
Oh my God, Burnley.
Oh my God, there you go, Sam. They're staying up.
As soon as I said that, Ben Mee scored.
He literally just scored now.
No way.
Literally right now. Oh my God. Literally right now as we've asked for the score. That's the first time I've asked for the score during the show and they've just scored. Oh my God, he just come up.
It's against Everton, to be fair, so it's a good result.
I mean, Everton is shit, and obviously Rafa Benitez and all that. But listen, Lawless, let's go on to your team. We haven't mentioned I forgot about them, but we'll mention them another day. Lawless, let's talk about the red card first and foremost, man. What the fuck was going through Antonio's head? Excuse my language, but what is he doing?
I think he was frustrated. Try and win that ball, but try and win the game. It was a real frustrating game. And yeah, it was silly, like right at that time, like for such a key player. I don't think he should have got the first yellow. Really, the first yellow was ridiculous.
I think it is a yellow, but I think the ball should have got a yellow. Did he? Stevens didn't get one, did he?
No, he did. But he was basically the player that was causing the ruckus.
He dragged him to the floor. Though. That's the yellow card for both of them.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, so he's fouling Antonio. He's all over him. Antonio is pretty much like, get the fuck off me. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Type of thing. Jeez. Like, and listen, he don't want it from Antonio. Antonio will eat him up alive. Honestly, he needs to stay in his lane. But yeah, no, it's one of those things. The second one definitely, like, he's got his foot high, needless, reckless, didn't need to make it, misses one game, and it's unfortunate. He misses Man United. This is what I said.
Oh my God!
Wait. In the cup or the league?
No, the league.
Oh, mad.
This is the thing. A lot of West Ham fans were like, no, this is good because this way we can play him in the Europa League and then he rests for the Man United game because he was going to play one or the other. But if there was any game I would want him to be in the league, it was the Man United game. That's the game I want him to play. He will play in the Europa League and
hopefully. The replacement?
That's what I was just about to ask you. Who is it?
This was the thing now. It's probably going to be Bowen up front, which is what...
My God. Oh my God. 3 points to Man United. Thank you so much, Antonio.
But this means that we could see Vlasic.
Could you imagine he scores?
Who's that?
If he scores,
if Lingard scores, oh my God.
If Lingard scores, just no.
If he scores and gives it that, I'm finding him. I'm gonna find him.
I don't think he'll celebrate.
But yeah, no, like this means Vlasic could start, and Vlasic looked incredible when he come on. He looked like the player that was going to change it, so we could break them down. Finally, he was on fire. I'm excited by this guy. He looks like an absolute baller. That might be a problem
for us because we never do any research. You know, Ollie's like he just vibes of seeing it. So
yeah, he's going to be coming up.
He's probably never even heard of Vlasic. He's like, who's this guy?
His tactics changed now, though. His tactics have changed. We have to give him like credit. It's no longer go out there and have fun. Now it's go out there and pass to Ronaldo. That's the new tactic. So there's at least a total point to work around.
Zuma has to come in. I'm not trying to hear this sentiment about Dawson. Dawson got spun a few times. Look, he did well last season, but people keep saying now, oh, well, he did well. We need to give him a chance. No. This is up against Ronaldo. We're putting Zuma in there with Ogbonna. I'm not hearing no piss. Maybe we go 5 at the back. Then I'm hearing that. That's probably the smartest thing. But yeah, he had a difficult game. Like Southampton, man, Hussam, or whatever you say his name, he got his tactics spot on, man. He knew what to do. Just keep tight at the back. Don't give us any space. Hit us on the counter. And yeah, it was frustrating, and that was the problem for me last season. Being able to break teams down when they do that, when they sit deep, when they don't give us much space, when they're tight, they keep their shape. We had trouble with that, and I wanted to see us address that in the transfer window. I didn't see that addressed, but we've got new players to come in. Well, it's Vlasic is the attacking player. Obviously, we've got Krul, which is defensive midfield, and we've got a flipping goalkeeper and a defender. But I'm hoping that Moyes can move the pieces around now, and we can break these teams down. But Man United, to me, if I look at who we've got a better chance against, either a Southampton that are going to defend or Man United, I fancy it's more against Man United because I think you guys are going to be a little bit more.
Look, if you had
on the break.
If you had Antonio that game, I genuinely would have been sat here thinking it could be 2-1 either way. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you beat 2-1.
Antonio's the miss.
Who do you play Thursday though?
We play Zagreb.
Oh, wait, we've just got. Sorry, one of my mates.
Away or home?
Away. We're at Zagreb.
Let me just get this comment because my mate is actually a Southampton fan. I've done a preview with him. It's just coming to stream. Perfect timing. Frustrating for us to look quality up top from the Southampton.
Yeah, they had Adam Armstrong, who we was linked with, and I was very, he's taking some time to get going, man. We were linked with him. He was killing it in the Championship, like banging goals for fun. They had some big chances missed. So yeah, but like I said, Hassan Hootel, man, he sussed us out. So I think, but yeah, but we've got Zagreb away.
Comment. Hussam Hootel. Wow, this guy, bro.
You're my favorite Liverpool fan, bro. I think
big up, my guy.
Everyone's favorite. Obviously, it's Steve as well, because Steve, if you do watch it, I love you as well. Just shout out to you as well.
Top guy.
My guy. But listen, let's move on. Actually, I've just remembered something. I was gonna wrap it there, but I can't wrap it without mentioning Vieira. Oh, Vieira. Gallagher, by the way, and Edwards. Cahil, I'm gonna pass it to you.
Oh my God,
Cahil, it's only right that I'm passing to you.
Of course.
Yo, Spurs got slapped by your legend. Your thoughts, my guy.
Vieira doesn't lose to Tottenham. That's the only fault I have to it. No,
someone pointed out that he did lose to, because he said that comment. I don't know what it's like to lose to, but someone said he lost when he was at Man City or something.
Oh, right, well, okay. When he's playing for Arsenal, he's not.
Lawless, once again, you've just ruined Cahil's moment. Can you not let him be happy? Can you not let him be happy? Just let him lie to the people watching. Just let him be happy. He's been miserable for 5 shows in a row. Absolutely miserable. Let him lie.
One more time, I'll clip the debate.
One more time, Cahil.
One more time.
Cut. Let's just act as Nabrali. Go on, Cahil.
As an Arsenal legend, as an Arsenal player, Vieira doesn't lose to Crystal Palace.
Just
to satisfy you.
Doesn't lose to Crystal Palace.
Just to satisfy. Doesn't lose this guy, bro.
One more time, Cahil. One more time. Everton have scored, by the way. Everton have equalized. Cahil, one more time. Don't worry, that's not going to.
Oh my God.
Look up the video. End the video.
As an Arsenal legend and an Arsenal player, Vieira doesn't lose to Spurs. There you go. You finally got it around. Bloody hell, man. This guy doesn't have anything. Just because they got Europa League football, it's all the big talk now, but it is what it is. I feel like, what's that guy? Is that defender's name? Ben, the left back.
Are you talking about Royal?
No,
regular.
No. The Welsh one.
Which team are we talking about?
Ben Davies. Put a dunce out on him, because what is he doing for that penalty, man? Why are you putting your arm out like that?
Bro, that was shocking defending. Absolutely,
it was horrible.
Shocking.
And Edward, man, he's gonna be a star. But I said that before. Yeah, I wanted him at Arsenal, but man, we dilly-dallied and he went to Crystal Palace, and he's doing bits. Gallagher as well. If you're talking about under the radar, he's had fantastic games for Palace. He's been fantastic all season
against us, man.
It's against West Ham as well. So, I mean, shout out to him. They all rallied together and they secured those 3 points. Zaha as well. Zaha was fantastic. That little scuffle with Tanganga. I don't know. He likes to scuffle, but I think Tanganga would have ate him alive.
You saw what Tanganga called them? Oh,
bro, I don't want to repeat it. But bro, yeah, it was actually.
We'll say it off air because I don't actually know.
You don't know? Yeah.
Bro. Off air.
I'm a private chatting to you right now. See your live reaction.
It's a tiny cat, man. Imagine that.
Oh.
There we go.
That's what he told Zaha to his face.
It was crazy. It was
shit. That's
with the O at the end, not even the LE. The O
with the O.
Oh,
With the O, bro.
Yes, quality. He's not wrong, is he?
might as well add a H as well because there was a little.
Wow, Usman just said it. He's not wrong. Oh my god.
I mean, look, I respect Zaha as a player, but he's always moaning, isn't he? Let's be real, innit? He's always complaining about something, innit?
Yeah, he is.
Obviously, it is what it is. But let's talk
That
about.
was a harsh tackle. To be fair, he almost choke slammed him, man.
It was stupid, man. Tanganga was stupid for that.
Bro, I
like,
got
really,
fancy
he's cost
football,
his team.
man.
I love Tanganga though. I love that. Like, why
Yeah.
why aren't we praising this side of footballers anymore? Like, just
Because
an
if you get sent off and you
like-
cost your team the game. That's
Exactly.
why.
That's probably
I
why.
understand, but I love, like, every team needs an asshole. This is the one thing people do not like. It's just where's the Lee Cattermoles of this world? Where have they gone, bro? Where's that one guy like Tanganga wanting to like just choke slam Zaha through a table? I'm here for it.
Him, bro.
This is what I want, bro. Like, I love it. Like, Tanganga's showing me passion, fight. He wants to win the football game. Yes, his anger is done the completely wrong way, but I still love it because, like, I just like players like that. You know, it's just I love it still. I love it. Like, I think Tanganga. Listen, this guy as a center back in a back three would be amazing. That's my honest guess. Like, if you were to put him left center back, right center back, in a back three, in a good system, he would actually perform really well. Like, if Chelsea were to buy him tomorrow and he would play next to Thiago Silva and what's his name, the other guy?
Rudiger.
Rudiger.
Yeah. Or Christian.
Yeah, if it was like Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Tanganga, that would be an amazing partnership.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
But by the way, who was the only person who was hyping up Crystal Palace, right?
Was it you?
Me. I was saying Crystal Palace.
Whoa!
Wait,
I
Cahil,
backed my
what's
boy.
that so
I
much,
backed
surely?
my boy.
No, but
bro.
I didn't just back it. Like, you kind of backed it. You didn't believe it. You didn't believe because you just
Bro,
you felt like you had
he's trying to
back
take
him.
my shine, man.
But this is my stand.
Nice.
I'm trying to hit
Lawless,
credit for the
you
only
also
one who
put
believed in
Liverpool
Palace.
fifth, just so I can remind you. You put Liverpool fifth, Lawless. And I'm yet to forgive you for that, and you will be proven wrong. And all three of you, when Liverpool finish above United, will come on here and sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" a cappella, no music.
No.
Wait
You said if Liverpool win the league, then we'll sing.
That's cap. Go back and watch that show. I said
if
Liverpool finish above United.
Listen, he's gonna sing "Glory, Glory United." I'll get you the scarf. I'm gonna sing it in March anyways.
We will see. Either way, I'm confident. Either way, they're not winning the league and they're not finishing above Man United. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying it. But with Palace, I come on after the West Ham game and I said, look, and I think it was Hussam actually. Who was
Everton are winning now. Oh, Burnley might be going down.
Everton are winning now.
Yeah, 2-1. Townsend's just scored.
That's the bounce back ability, man.
Okay,
of Istanbul.
Are you for real? Are Everton actually winning? Let me just switch on.
2-1. No, I've got it here. It's notifications. Townsend made it 2-1. Keane scored the first goal for Everton, so they've completed the comeback already. Yeah. But
that's crazy.
I'm just saying that Palace are gonna have a good season. If they don't get any key injuries, I think they'll have a good season. Like, not like they're gonna blow you away, but I don't think they have to worry about the relegation battle. And for Vieira,
I hope so.
That's his goal. It's a
guys. Guess what? It's 3-1 to Everton now.
Oh, scored again.
3-1.
Damari Gray just scored again.
Damari Gray, wow.
Yeah. What's going on, Hussam? Agent Rafa's flopping. Like, he's not doing his job.
Listen, I do not know his name. You just said his name. I do not know who that guy is.
Why is the Liverpool legend, man? Come on, man. That job he's doing.
It's not like
Ronaldo went to City and say the same thing.
Oh, hey, what if he gets Everton to finish above Liverpool? Can you imagine?
Oh my God! Look at this reactionary guy, bro. Lawless, what are you on about?
I'm not saying it.
What are you on about? You really just said Everton finish above Liverpool. Are you?
Said, what if?
What if Aston Villa finish above West Ham?
He said, what if?
No, because Aston Villa. No, I'm saying your legend.
What if?
I'm just saying. How would you feel?
How would you feel if Brentford finished above you? Tell me.
Say Aston Villa. Aston Villa. That'll be the
Aston Villa. Yeah.
Guys, I kid you not. It's actually 4-1. It's actually 4-1 right now. I am not joking. I am not. Oh, but he's offside. The core is offside. Okay.
I'm saying like it's not.
Wow.
West Ham legend isn't managing Aston Villa. Liverpool legends managing Everton. So if he manages them to be above you, that's got to hurt, man. That's got to hurt for real.
Do you think if
they
Paulo
won't be
Di Canio had
above
the
us.
option of
There's
managing
no way
Everton,
they
you
finish
wouldn't
above
take
us.
it?
We all know this. Let's stop. Let's stop.
I'm just.
That's what I hear.
No. I muted myself and switched off my camera because I was turning on my TV. So I don't want Usman to get copyrighted because of the commentary.
I respect to like Daniel sat on TikTok fucking blasting music and inviting.
Exactly, bro. I don't want Usman to get copyrighted.
I appreciate that.
He was just like, his face didn't change. He didn't like acknowledge. He just was like that. Like.
He's like, yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do. It is what it is. But listen, let's get overriding thoughts on Palace because obviously we've got to put respect. Look, Gallagher for me and Edwards. Obviously, Edward at the side, but Gallagher's been fantastic so far. Really impressed with his performance. But Edward, bro, why does no one else sign him? With all due respect to Crystal Palace, but I'm really surprised. Nobody, the guy's doing brilliant at Celtic as well. It's he's not like he's a nobody. Like he's coming with pedigree as well. So fair play to him.
We were linked
in
to
the first 28 seconds. I hope Crystal Palace do well. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. The first black manager in a while, and I want him to be successful. I don't give a shit. Simple as that. That's the main. Crystal Palace is my second team this season, without a doubt. I really want Vieira to do well, man. You got to represent him down there. So you love to see it. You love to see it. And just before we go, we got to quickly mention Spurs because Kish isn't here, but we'll clip this and send it to him. I don't care where he is, but I'm gonna send this to Kish. So whoever's got anything to say to Kish, Hussam, we'll let you start. What are your thoughts?
Spurs are bottle job FC. Whenever Spurs are in a good position, this is exactly what happens. Spurs would play better if they were 20th than if they were first. As soon as people start to recognize Spurs for playing good football and playing well and keeping clean sheets, they concede 3 goals, they get a red card, and they do fuck all against Crystal Palace. And this is just what Tottenham Hotspur are all about. People, let's just wrap our minds around it. Let's just think of Tottenham Hotspur as a football club. What are they as a football club? This is what they do. Tottenham without pressure, magnificent. 1974 Brazil, absolutely phenomenal. Tottenham with pressure, absolute shite. This is exactly what happens. Anytime people start to recognize Tottenham, they just absolutely go down the drain. The Leicester winning season, when everyone was just like, oh, Leicester this, Leicester that, then people were like, ooh, Tottenham are creeping up. Suddenly, Tottenham start creeping down instead of creeping up. This is exactly what happens. Zero mentality. There's a mentality problem at that football club. And if Mourinho, the mentality king, could not fix your mentality, no one can. I'm afraid I have breaking news for all Spurs fans. You're going to be mediocre the rest of your life. Let's just say that. You are just going to be a mediocre club. Your best season is going to be finishing 3rd, 4th. You're going to be the almost there club. Like we all have friends who like started businesses and were almost like successful and amazing, but they just missed that one thing that could push them to the next level. And it's the same with Spurs. Like they're just going to be the almost people, the almost guys, getting to finals and losing, finishing 4th and celebrating. As soon as there's pressure, they immediately bottle it. So you see, this is like, I'm saying this right now, I'm not even capping. I would take no pressure Spurs versus like Galacticos Madrid, because no pressure Spurs are going to give me beautiful football. They're going to give me clean sheets. They're going to give me, because no one expects shit from them. But let someone expect 1% from Spurs, crumble immediately, just fall down. How the fuck do you beat City and then Wolves? And who's the third team they beat? I forgot who's the third team they beat. You beat all 3 of them.
Man City's Wolves. I can't remember, I'm not going to lie.
Who's the third team? It was a good team as well. They beat like 3 good teams. They kept 3 clean sheets, and they dominated possession, and everyone's like Spurs this, Spurs that. And then you go away to Palace. Watford, okay. Who have been struggling all season, and then you go and you lose 3-0 against Crystal Palace. You let someone called Edward, someone with a first name, that's his name, get a score against you with his first touch. This is Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. You're going to be mediocre your entire life. Put your seatbelts on, enjoy the ride, mediocrity FC. That's about it.
That's smart though from Nuno, because he knows that, and he knows he's got the North London derby coming up. So if he knows that they're on fire going into that, they'll bottle that. So if they go mediocre, they'll come. No one will expect nothing from them in that North London derby. Slap them. He knows.
Oh shit! Insert that roll safe emoji gif right there. Okay, last in comments on Spurs. We gotta allow you to finish on a high note.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I'll be here to try and bring you back down.
Please do.
Lawless. Usman, mute him. Mute him right now.
Honestly, if I was Harry Kane, I would look at my brother and I'd slap him right in the face for making me sign that 6 That is just an absolute farce. 6 years. He's going down with them. I don't know. He might get 20 this season. He had 0 touches in the box this last game. 0. He has to create his own chances with that midfield as well, with Dele Alli providing. Come on now. I don't know where he's going to get him from. They looked absolutely toothless without Son in that team. And now is Son their best player? Yes. That sounds crazy to me. I don't know, man. But Harry Kane. I mean, Hussam said it perfectly. And I just want to use my gesture to just cement the point. It is the history of Spurs to just do this. It's the history. They just bottle these games. I mean, all credit to Crystal Palace. They were fantastic. They deserve the 3 points. But if your top goal scorer is getting 0 touches in the box, come on now.
You need to say it the Italian way, though. It's in the history of the Tottenham.
Yeah,
the history.
Listen,
in the history.
Listen, I honestly, I don't think we can finish here on a better note. I will be clipping and shipping that to Kish, so hopefully you can watch it.
Let him enjoy his holiday with that.
Portugal, Kish is somewhere in Portugal right now, crying because he knows he's going to get the smoke next week, especially if the bottle. But listen, I would say a massive thank you to all our guests as always. Everyone tuning in, make sure you slap like, and of course subscribe to the channel for more content. We'll be back tomorrow with a watch along. The Champions League is finally back. Manchester United got an easy game, but we probably bottle it. So make sure you tune in to see my live reaction.
Where's bro? No. Come with the energy, please. You got R7. CR7's back.
No, fuck that.
Usman, you're playing young boys. You can't say you're gonna bottle it, bro. Say it to their chest. We're gonna pam them 5-0. Just say it.
I'm trying to be humble, but it's gonna be 7-0. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be 7-0. Ronaldo will score 4. He loves stat padding against.
Yes, there you go.
I'm seeing it 4 times, but nevertheless, great show as always. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Everyone's socials are down below. Make sure you follow everyone here. Support the homies. Like I said already at the start of the show, Lawless is going to Europe. If I'm not mistaken, it's your first trip. I might be wrong. It's his first trip in Europe. You need to go and check that content out because he's going to be buzzing. I know he's going to be buzzing. Even when they lose, he'll still be happy. Make sure you check out that match vlog from Lawless as well.
He said it.
First and foremost, of course, you are the Iniesta of today because Kojo is not here. Cahil, let the people know where they can find you, my brother.
They can find me on the Free Midfield podcast on YouTube and on all the socials as well. So your Twitter, your SoundCloud, Spotify.
Yes. Make sure you check out the content. Always dropping unbelievable content. Support the homies. Hussam, tell the people they can find you, my brother.
You can find me on This Is Football. This is the name of my channel. It's a channel for all football fans. I think we're 3 subscribers away from 1.23K, if I'm not mistaken. So thank you guys so much for your support, man. New channel, doing bits, growing with all you guys. Big up to Usman. Always a pleasure coming on, even though I just need him to remind me a day before. So that's the only negative I say. I am as a person. Listen, it's just my star sign. My star sign is forgetful. This is just what happens. This is just what happens. So
it's not big up because mine's the same minute. So it's like
it's just mad still. So big up to all 3 of you. Even Lawless, even though he just tried to tear up Cahil every time he had a happy moment.
Usually it's you. Usually that's you doing that.
I've never done. Cahil, have I tried to bring you down today?
No, not today.
No, not today.
The past you have.
And to
Lawless,
be fair,
but before Lawless, listen, I have to say this. He deserved to be brought down the past 3 weeks, but he just won. So I'm gonna give him today. Like, you need to give him today off. Like, you need to make him be happy, bro. He was smiling and shit, and then Lawless is like, "Oh, but you're not good enough still." And I'm just like,
wait, where was that energy when they beat West Brom? Where was that energy when they beat West Brom's second team?
West Brom, bro. Come on now.
That's West Brom's C team. That's their third team. That's not even their second team. So anyway, just to end off, please do go and subscribe. Like this video right now as well. Subscribe to the homie
Yes,
Usman.
yes.
Support everything he does. Everyone here as well. Big up, man. Content creators, we need your support. Likes, subscribes, sharing, all that good stuff helps us out. So just help out everyone on the panel today, man. So including Daniel, even though he decided to play random TikTok videos in the middle of a fucking football stream, but we move.
Oh shit, Daniel crapped me up. But listen, Lawless, last but not least, I've shouted you out about a billion times anyways, but let the people know, brother. Obviously, let the people know where they can find that vlog as well, because I'm assuming it's going to be lit. So yeah, over to you, bro.
Yeah. This ain't my Twitter handle, by the way.
I was
didn't
thinking
put a
what the hell
space.
that was. Yeah, what is that?
I didn't put a space. I usually put a space. Like,
have you
it's
changed
at the
your Twitter
Lawless.
handle? You changed it, right?
No,
Oh,
I didn't
shit.
change it.
Okay, I need to change it in the description then. But anyways, over to you.
No, see, that's what it is. It's just at the Lawless. Find me West Ham Fan TV, everywhere else. I think some of the lads will be doing a watch along, but I'm taking my camera. I'm taking some batteries. We're gonna film the road trip, the airplane, the vibes, the atmosphere in the streets.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna try get. I'm not much of a vlogger, but I'm gonna do a good. I'm gonna make sure I do my best, man, and we just capture the vibe of going away to Europe. And yeah, I don't know how much I'll be filming inside the ground and whatnot, but
that's a good point. Yeah,
I'll capture
be
some.
careful of that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll capture some.
Lawless, you're going to Croatia, right?
Yeah.
Can you please actually eat Croatian food and not McDonald's over there? Like,
listen, I'm as like well, who is it said there's going plant-based? Who is the footballer?
Oh,
Naby Keita.
Naby Keita. Yeah, I'm already there, so I won't be eating any of their cold sausages or whatever they eat over there. So, or McDonald's either.
Fair
so
enough.
there's a good vegan restaurant in Zagreb I'm gonna hit up and check out, and yeah, maybe I'll document that. But yeah, I just hope we win, get them 3 points. And just try and that's what I want to do. Top the group early, then play the kids in the end. Win.
Yeah, you love to see it. Obviously, Lawless has heard that Antonio's been sent off and he's suspended, so he's got the plant base just in case they need him for Man United. You love to see it, Lawless. He's ready. Make sure you show love to all of the people on the panel. As Hussam said, we're nothing without you guys. Obviously, your support, your love. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. It's been your boys, man. Back tomorrow with the watch along where Ronaldo does 4 Cs against some shit team in Europe. Because man, it's ruthless. But yeah, peace.